Has it ever happened to you that you had a clear memory of something that never happened, or it happened in a different way? This bizarre and still greatly unexplained phenomenon is called the Mandela Effect, and it's been getting more and more attention recently. I'm Mike with List 25, and from Monopoly to Star Wars, here are 25 mind-boggling examples of the Mandela Effect. Nelson Mandela's death. Nelson Mandela, a prominent South African anti-apartheid revolutionary and president from 1994 to 1999, died when he was 95 on December 5, 2013, at his home in Houghton. However, many people in different countries clearly remember Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. Some of them even claim they remember his funeral being broadcasted on TV.
24.
The Berenstein Bears. Many people have fond memories of the Berenstein Bears books. They read them as children, or family members read them aloud. It's a cherished childhood memory. However, the books are actually spelled Berenstein Bears, with an A in the last syllable, not an E as so many people remember it.
23.
Billy Graham's death. Billy Graham, a popular American Christian evangelist, is alive as of December 2016, yet many people, including Fiona Broome, remember Graham's funeral on TV. Some people even remember the funeral in details, with Bill Clinton speaking words in Graham's honor.
22.
Henry VIII portrait. This portrait of Henry VIII was painted by Hans Holbein the Younger circa 1540. As you can see in the picture, there is nothing in the king's right hand, but many people would swear the king was holding a turkey leg in his right hand, as a symbol of the king's comfortable lifestyle and affluence.
21.
Number of U.S. states. The United States of America is a federal republic consisting of 50 states, right? So why do many people recall the U.S. including 51 or even 52 states?
20.
Canonization of Mother Teresa. Renowned Roman Catholic nun and missionary, and one of the most popular and influential people of the past decades, Mother Teresa was canonized on September 4, 2016, 19 years after her death. Nevertheless, some people recall her being canonized in the 1990s when she was still alive. Some specifically reference Pope John Paul II as the pope who approved the canonization.
19.
We Are the Champions lyrics. We all know this legendary Queen song, whose final lyric is, "No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world." But in fact, there is no of the world. The song just ends with, "'cause we are the champions," and it's driving so many people crazy because they feel 100% sure that they've heard otherwise in the past.
18.
Explosion of the Space Shuttle Challenger. The second orbiter of NASA's space shuttle program, the Space Shuttle Challenger, exploded on January 28, 1986, resulting in the death of all 7 crew members. However, it's clear that many people recall it exploding earlier. Most of them are convinced the accident actually happened in 1984.
17.
Sex and the City. The iconic romantic comedy television series produced by HBO is called Sex and the City, but many people insist they remember it being Sex in the City at some point.
16.
Jif Peanut Butter. The leading peanut butter in the US since 1981, Jif Peanut Butter is a very popular snack, but an alternate memory recalling it as Jiffy Peanut Butter is widespread.
15.
Curious George's Tale. Curious George, the main protagonist of a series of popular children's books by the same name, is a little chimp monkey without a tail. Yet, a lot of people claim to remember seeing him use his tail to swing from the trees.
14.
Darth Vader's phrase. Spoiler alert. The iconic line in the film The Empire Strikes Back, where Darth Vader tells Luke Skywalker, "No, I am your father," is very often misremembered as, "Luke, I am your father."
13.
C-3po S Leg. Actually, there's another Star Wars related Mandela effect. In Episode 4, A New Hope, Many fans recall C-3po being completely gold, so they were greatly surprised when they discovered that he had a silver leg the entire time. In fact, a lot of memorabilia don't even feature the silver leg.
12.
Lindbergh Baby. In one of the most famous and publicly watched cases of kidnapping that has ever happened in the US, Charles Augustus Lindbergh Jr., a 20-month-old toddler, was found dead on May 12, 1932. Some people, however, remember the kid was actually never found. There are also several alternative memories of the spelling of the name, as some recall it as Lindbergh, Lindbergh, and Lindbergh.
11.
Tank Man. Also known as the Unknown Protester, the Tank Man was an unidentified man who stood in front of a column of tanks on June 5, 1989, after the Chinese military had suppressed the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989 by force. The identity and the fate of the man officially remain unknown, but many people have a vivid memory of the man being run over and killed by the tanks.
10.
Oscar Mayer. The famous brand of hot dogs and lunch meats is actually Oscar Mayer, although so many people remember it as Meyer with an E instead of an A in the first syllable.
9.
Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar. It was a long-awaited and historical moment when Leonardo DiCaprio finally won his Oscar in February 2016. However, some people clearly recall the ceremony where DiCaprio won the Oscar happening several years earlier.
8.
Patrick Swayze's recovery. A popular American actor and dancer, Patrick Swayze died of pancreatic cancer on September 14, 2009 at the age of 57. But some people remember him making a full recovery from the deadly disease.
7.
Monopoly Man. Do you also remember the Monopoly Man wearing a monocle? If you look at him carefully, you'll find out he does not have anything like this, and he never had.
6.
Srilanka Location. The Mandela Effect also frequently occurs in geography, as many people remember islands, landmasses, and countries in alternate locations. One of the most common alternate memories is related to Sri Lanka. A lot of people remember this island being located south of India, not southeast as the map shows.
5.
Pikachu's tail. Many Pokemon fans remember Pikachu, the most iconic character of the series, having a black tip at the end of his tail. Some of them would draw Pikachu all the time, and they would swear he had a black tip at the end of his tail. Well, not in this reality.
4.
Snow White Queen's phrase. Most people remember the evil queen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs going up to her mirror and saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall." But if you rewatch any version of the movie, you'll discover that this phrase has never been there. The real phrase is actually, "Magic mirror on the wall."
3.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s death. The official version describing the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. says he was shot and killed by sniper James Earl Ray on April 4, 1968 at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. The gun was a Remington Game Master rifle, owned and fired by Ray. Nevertheless, many people remember MLK being killed with another weapon, mostly a handgun or a bomb.
2.
Disney World. Some people remember entering the Magic Kingdom through the castle. Another alternate memory is that the castle was much closer to the end of Main Street than it really is.
1.
Neil Armstrong's death. One of the world's most important astronauts, and the first person to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong died on August 25, 2012 in Cincinnati, Ohio. But there is a common belief among his fans that he died 1 year later in 2013. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these two videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.